candidates pledge violence-free elections. INEC deploys 1.4 million ad hoc staff for 2027 polls, raises alarm over misinformation. Off-cycle polls, Jonathan decries governor's show of force. Salary crisis, NLC wants a fresh health sector strike. Federal government, state councils share record 3 trillion naira in July. 36 states budget jump 47% to 40 trillion. Capital spending falls. That's on the front page of the Punch. Coming from the Punch as well, Nigerians pay more for cement than African neighbors. That's according to the Federal Consumer Protection Council, FCCPC. NDLA nabs alleged cocaine baron fleeing to Paris. No alliance, Adeleke denies ADC role in re-election. Let's go to the Vanguard newspaper now. As 2027 campaigns begin, high hurdles before candidates and political parties. You can see the picture of the National Peace Summit where the Peace Accord was signed in Abuja yesterday. 8 states announced 20 to 200 million permit fees for campaigns. Tinubu, Obi, Atiku, others signed peace accord, vow issue-based campaign ahead of 2027 election. Tinubu warns against ethnic religious politics, says elections not do or die affair. Obi tells voters to reject violation of accord. Peace Committee warns against hate speech, violence and fake news. Voters to hit 100 million as INEC begins preparations and cleanup of register list challenges. They are going to deploy 1.4 million ad hoc staff across 176,000 polling units across the country. We are ready for campaigns, says Labour Party. That's on the front page. You can see the picture of a representative of different political parties and their candidates signing the peace accord in Abuja yesterday. IBB, IGP, Ike Oshoba, Obagbin and others listed for Vanguard at 40 book launch today. US lifts 12-year entry restriction on Nigerian vessels. 24 persons killed, many injured in fresh Plateau attack. Stay away from off-cycle election, Jonathan tells governors and powerful politicians. High cost of cement, FCCPC probes possible price manipulation. Front page of the Vanguard today. Let's go to the Guardian now, and it's still about the opening of the campaign window as we count down to the 2027 election and the signing of the peace accord in Abuja yesterday. Candidates, political parties doubt peace accord as election campaigns begin today. That's on the front page of the Guardian. There's also has a picture of facilitators of this peace accord. You can see Bishop Kuka there on the front page. I can also see Professor Joash Amokuton, the INEC chairman. I can see Omoyele Sowore, the candidate of the AAC, is right here on the front page of the Guardian today. Obi seeks end to killings as fresh attacks claim over 58 lives in Sokoto, Benue, and Plateau states. 2027, INEC projects over 100 million registered voters. They're set to deploy 1.4 million ad hoc staff ahead of the elections. Federal government, state, local government areas share 3 trillion as July revenue rises by 658.08 billion naira. Nelfon said 45-day deadline for student loan payout. South Africa rejects xenophobic tag as more Nigerians return home. Eze-Kwesili budget tasks federal government on 746 UK port deal review and fiscal transparency. Front page of the Guardian today. Let's go to the Nation newspaper now. Parties commit to clean elections, issue-based campaign. Tinubu, Atiku, Obi, others sign peace accord. Party decries ethnic and religious rhetoric. That's on the front page of the Nation. Federal government, state, councils share biggest 3 trillion naira cash. Adeleke rejects ADC's deal claim. Ambo okays poll probe. US lifts 12-year restriction on Nigerian vessels while we are launching National Food Bank. That's according to the First Lady. FCCPC begins probe price manipulation as cement price hits 15,000 naira per bag. Says Nigeria is paying more than African neighbors for cement. Front page of the Nation today. All right, let's check out the Daily Post this morning before we go for our first commercial break today. Courts demand disqualified Ekiti APC Goba aspirant over alleged defamation. Alleged drug trafficking. Tinubu joins U.S. Department request for 10-day delay in release of records. Only Atiku can match Tinubu. Opposition will die if he steps down. That's according to Atiku's aide. I left PDP's caucus for Makinde. Promised never to work against Tinubu. That's Fayoshe. Start crying. You can't defeat Tinubu, Wike says to opposition members. Abuja politicians cause APC's Oshun loss. That's Abdullahi Sule. Imole Campaign Council finalizes documentation of election violence victims. Jega gave Nigeria best election since June 12, 1993. That's Garuba Shehu as a comment Amukbiton front page of the Daily Post today. We'll take our first commercial break of the morning. When we get back, we'll be analyzing the top stories across the dailies for you. To stay with us.
Over the air or over the counter, we're the best medicine you can get.
32 FM 94.9.
Wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ n ò lè ṣaláì má panilẹ́rìn lákòókò àpéjọpọ̀ ìtakùrọ̀sọ orí ìlà mọ̀lẹ́bí mi. Ó tiẹ̀ da ohun tí gbogbo wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ni mò ń sè. Ó náà ni àmì ìdánimọ̀ mi ti ṣe Maggi native jollof rice. Ìtọ́wò ẹ̀kan lásán, ara yìí kankan ò sí lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
Maggi Star tá a ṣe látara ẹ̀wà sóyà, àlùbọ́sà adùn chili àti kànáfùrù.
Oúnjẹ alẹ́ ti délẹ̀, ẹ máa bọ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ tàbí kí ẹ má wá rárá.
Maggi Star yóò sọ gbogbo oúnjẹ tá a ṣe dohun ara ọ̀tọ̀. Yóò sì tún sọ àkókò náà dàkókò mánigbàgbé.
Some days don't stop. Between the morning rush and endless meetings, finding a moment for yourself feels impossible. When that moment comes, make it count with Cadbury Hot Chocolates. Creamy chocolatey, made with real cocoa and milk. Just add hot water.
Enjoy Cadbury Hot Chocolate at 350 Naira only. Cadbury Hot Chocolate, the treat you deserve.
Auntie, you are enjoying, oh? Only you. Peppered rice, amala, nkwobi, masa, cake, and now ice cream. I hope you have Justifies on you.
Justifies? I never leave home without it.
That's right, Justifies, the new natural effervescent powder for an instant refreshing relief from heartburn and stomach indigestion. Just add Justifies into a cup of water, stir, drink, and you're good to go. Justifies, your relief on the go. Justifies is from the House of Gestede. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Marketed by Ranbaxy Nigeria Limited, a Sun Pharma company.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Creamer. Even when you need to clear your eyes. Kivo Creamer. And when you need to have the break time. Kivo Creamer. If not tea, Papa Garita. Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer. Kivo Creamer.
Good time moments with Kivo Creamer.
Kivo Creamer.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n, mo máa gbọ́ pé Lafarge ti pààrọ̀ orúkọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, Lafarge Africa PLC ti porúkọ dà di HBM Nigeria PLC. Orúkọ ti yí padà, ṣùgbọ́n ojúlówó sìmẹ́ǹtì tá à ń pèsè ò yí padà. Sìmẹ́ǹtì tó pójú owó tó ṣe é gbáralé àtàwọn ohun èlò ilé kíkọ́ tá a fi kọ́ afárá mainland kẹta. Gbọ̀ngàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà, afárá Niger kínní àti èkejì. Ilé gogoro Cocoa House ńbàdàn. Gbọ̀ngàn National Theatre àtàwọn ilé ńlá míì káàkiri Nàìjíríà látọdún 1960. HBM Nigeria PLC tá a mọ̀ sí Lafarge Africa PLC tẹ́lẹ̀ ó kọjá ilé kíkọ́.
tó èyí la fi ń kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tán wà lórí ìjókòó àkókò ti tó láti gé àkàrà òyìnbó fún ìgbéyàwó tòní.
ètò ìgbéyàwó láyé.
ẹ jọ̀wọ́ ẹ dúró náà jàre.
kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
kí wọ́n tó so wápọ̀ ǹjẹ́ o rántí pé o ṣèlérí tẹlifíṣàn fún mi. fíríìjì ńkọ́ ẹ̀rọ ìfọṣọ kí iṣẹ́ ìléwọ́ máa fọwọ́ fọṣọ ńlẹ̀ ní 2026.
ní tòótọ́.
káṣá sọ pé o ti rà wọ́n àbí.
ta ló tiẹ̀ sọ pé mo gbọ́dọ̀ ra gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yìí lẹ́ẹ̀kan ṣo níbi tí CDK ẹ̀ wà.
èwo ló tún jẹ́ CDK báyìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o CDK ẹ̀ ẹ lè ra fíríìjì yín ẹ̀rọ ìfọṣọ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
ká kúkú wá gbà pé gbogbo àwọn nǹkan wọ̀nyí ti wà nínú ilé rẹ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí àbí.
láti oṣù tó kọjá ni mo ti ra wọn.
olùṣọ́ àgùntàn ẹ so wá pọ̀.
pẹ̀lú CDK o lè ra fóònù tẹlifíṣọ̀n ẹ̀rọ amúnáwá tó ń lo agbára ìtànsán-òòrùn àga àti ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan mìíràn sanwó díẹ̀díẹ̀ láìsí èlé owó lórí ọjà tó bá rà lọ́dọ̀ wa download CDK lórí Play Store àti Apple Store.
ọ́fíìsì wa wà ní Mọ́kọ́lá road ní Vetinary bus stop àti àpáta ẹ lè pè wá sórí 0707-460-3911.
CDK san díẹ̀díẹ̀ gbẹ́gbẹ́ ayé ìrọ̀rùn.
wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ n ò lè ṣaláì má panilẹ́rìn lákòókò àpéjọpọ̀ ìtakùrọ̀sọ orí ìlà mọ̀lẹ́bí mi. ó tiẹ̀ da ohun tí gbogbo wọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí ni mò ń sè. ó náà ni àmì ìdánimọ̀ mi ti ṣe Maggi native jollof rice. ìtọ́wò ẹ̀kan lásán ara yìí kankan ò sí lẹ́yìn ẹ̀.
Maggi Star tá a ṣe látara ẹ̀wà sóyà àlùbọ́sà adùn chili àti kànáfùrù.
oúnjẹ alẹ́ ti délẹ̀ ẹ máa bọ̀ jẹ́jẹ́ tàbí kí ẹ má wá rárá.
Maggi Star yóò sọ gbogbo oúnjẹ tá a ṣe dohun àrà ọ̀tọ̀ yóò sì tún sọ àkókò náà dàkókò mánigbàgbé.
Say after me. Okay. Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Get texting. More than 2 million people will share billions in cash and prizes, including 6 brand new cars. Buy any 20-gram Milo promo sachet. Find a unique code inside. Then dial star 8011 star 4 hash or scan the QR code on the pack and you could win big. Buy more, win more. Promo starts July 1st to October. Milo.
Home is where we find comfort in hearts that love. Love that's shared.
Shared meals like delicious jollof and chicken.
Made with hunger. Home is hearts and bellies filled with sizzling chicken stew, ofoha eforivo, jollof rice, pepper soup, proper banga and starch with fresh fish made with hunger.
That's why we say let's go home. There's food at home.
Enjoy the taste of home with the newly improved Onga Chicken Flavor Cube.
The taste of home.
Hey, who they breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for hey, tom tom. Breathe through it. I say who they breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for tom tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom tom. Breathe through it.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
Welcome back. Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. It's time for us to help you understand the stories across the dailies this morning. We have Mr. Femi Olukunle with us in the studio. Great to have you. Good morning, sir.
Toba, good morning to you. I'm so thrilled to be with you this morning, and I greet our listeners too.
All right. The big story across all the papers this morning is the peace accord that was signed yesterday. Of course, this is, has become sort of a tradition now. A few months before election, we see Bishop Matthew Kukah, I think General Abdul Salam Abubakar, all of them gathering candidates so that they can commit to a peaceful and violence-free election. Also, campaigns officially, according to report, will begin today. So it means that we're entering that season of politics fully as we have a few months to go to January 2027. First, I mean, do you think there's any significance whatsoever to this peace accord? That's the first question. The second question is, going back by what we've seen in the past, right? Have we done enough to ensure that those who violate this peace accord, because it looks like it's just a sort of commitment, really. There's no legal thing tied to it, although there are provisions for, violation of Electoral Act, consequences for that as well, including, those who manipulate results and all of that. But is there any significance to this peace accord?
Thank you very much. You see, you called it something that is done annually, something like that.
Yes,
I've forgotten the
becomes sort of a tradition. Yes,
you called it tradition.
Yes,
but I want to call it a weightless ritual. It is an annual ritual, and that ritual does not have weight. In Yoruba land, in Africa, when we do rituals, we expect that the gods will give us what we ask from them.
Yeah.
But this is a weightless ritual. They just do it for the fun of it. That's just it. You asked a very potent question, that has it achieved its goal?
Yeah.
I say no, it has not, because year in, year out, I mean, each time that we have elections approaching, we have a peace accord, And you discover that during the electioneering, people violated the letters of the accord. And there is no consequence. Nobody was punished for it. See what happened in Oshun recently. They gathered the dramatics personnel together. Let there be peace. Let there be no hate speech. Yet we had violence. People died. There were hate speeches, and then nobody was punished. Yes, we learned that some people were arrested, but some people, a particular party is still contesting the fact that some people were arrested, saying that the arrest was not justifiable. So some people talked off the mark. Some people crossed the red lines by talking anyhow, hate speech and not everything things like that. Nobody has been punished for that. So this one that they signed yesterday is just a ritual, an annual ritual. The one that I believe can be potent, that can have meaning, that can be weighty, is a pronouncement from the president. I expect the president to address us and say, I don't even expect his handlers to write it for him. To say it on his behalf. Yeah. For him to say it by himself and say, my people, I don't want bloodshed. I don't want anybody to be maimed. I don't want name calling. Yes, just like he said, there can be political jabbing.
Yes. He said there should be issue-based campaign.
He said there could be political jabbing. Yes, it is their signature.
Yeah.
But anything that will go beyond political jabbings, anything that would be character assassination, let us avoid it. Principally, let us make sure that we don't kill anybody.
Right.
You see, the fatherly pronouncement like that would galvanize people, at least majority of the people, towards doing the right thing.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you mentioned the president, because there are those who have criticized him that he didn't even attend this peace accord. That's fine, even if it's a ritual like you mentioned. It's still important for the president to attend. I have the likes of Adewale Adebayo, the candidate of the SDP, who also criticized the president. In fact, the president did not send his vice. He sent Senator George Akume, the SGF. Do you think what's your reading of the situation, the absence of the president in there? Because there were other candidates, Peter Obi, Showore, Adewale Adebayo, quite a number of them, alongside INEC officials at the Kuka Center in Abuja yesterday.
It is easy for people to read the body language of the president. It appears he didn't, or let me say, he doesn't take it seriously.
Perhaps he sees it as a weightless sign, like you mentioned.
Exactly, my brother. He doesn't see it as something that is so serious. You know, the other time when he wanted to contest for first term, for this term that is expiring, he did not attend. Even when they asked him to come and have a debate, he did not attend. So, if the president trivializes an important matter of this magnitude, I don't think it is good. That is why you see people now talking that, look, President, it seems you are overconfident. It seems you are not taking this thing seriously. The fact of the matter is that as the father figure for the nation, his speech alone, aside from his presence, would do some things that are negative. Positive.
Positive.
For all of us to emulate. So that is why he shouldn't have jettisoned being present at that occasion.
Well, other political actors that were absent, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, yesterday Governor Seyi Makinde, candidate of the APM, were also absent as well. But let's focus on what begins today, campaigns, right? And we're in the season fully. And we know that, as you said, there will be political jabbing and all of that. The president has said, let's stay away from misinformation, politics, and ethnic and religious rhetorics as well. What are your expectations looking at past election cycles? And I know in 2023 there was a lot about ethnic, religious rhetoric. There was a lot of conversation. In fact, the campaign period focused on, who is this Bola Tinubu? Did he go to school? And some people said, well, those are issues that, have long gone. Why don't you focus on the issues? Question the manifesto, question the policies of the president, because he did say he was going to remove subsidy, and he did. He did say he was going to, float the naira, and he did. He did say he was going to reform the tax. He did. So there are those who say, now it's not the time to bring about all these issues again. Let's focus on the core issues, what is on the manifesto of these various political parties and their candidates. What are your thoughts as campaigns begin today?
I tell you sincerely, there is no how we are going to do it. People will make reference to the past of each of these people. No doubt about it. This certificate saga, the forfeiture and everything, it will still come to play. Honestly, that is that. And if anybody thinks nobody is going to play along the ethnic line, it's a lie. You see, we are yet to see ourselves as a nation, as a country. We see ourselves as different nations.
So that's our reality presently.
That is the reality. So if anybody is saying that ethnicity will not come to play,
it will play a role.
It's a lie. It's a lie. However, I just want my feeling is that these people should not do any damaging campaigns, because anything that will destroy our nation, because when they destroy the nation, we don't have another nation that we can call ours. And we are so many. This nation is so big to the extent that there is no country that can accommodate us if we say we want to run away. So that is why we must try to be civil. We must be humane in the way we campaign. Yes, if we want to jab your opponent, we don't need you jabbing him below the belt. We don't need you doing that. So say what he did not do right. Say what you want to do better, and then say how you want to ameliorate the sufferings of the people of this country. These are the things Nigerians want to hear. Say how we are going to put a stop to these senseless killings. Say how we are going to eliminate these killers, these vampires who suck people's blood, innocent people's blood. So these are the things Nigerians want to hear, and we want to hear how it will be so easy for us to buy vegetables at lower prices in the market. How fuel will not be dealing with us harshly. These are the things Nigerians want to hear.
Practical solutions to the problem. So a quick one before we leave this subject is also the issue that you mentioned earlier, that people are still going to bring up the past, the certificate drug forfeiture. I want to ask you, do you think it's a good strategy by the opposition? Because there are those who say it's stop beating a dead horse, that we've overflogged this issue. It was a post-election matter in 2023. It went all the way to the Supreme Court, and this matter has even been on ground from the days of the late Gani Fawemi, when President Tinubu was a governor in Lagos. I remember the letter of Tafa Balogun, at that time when Obasanjo was president, that people, this issue has been overflogged out. Why don't the opposition focus on other things? Do you think it's a good strategy for them to bring it up again in 2027? Although Atiku is still asking the U.S. Department of Justice, to investigate the matter. Is it a good strategy, or is beating a dead horse?
The only person I blame is the president, because for me now, if I want to apply to a company, they will ask for my. In fact, if I want to know your real age, because it is possible for people to doctor their ages. But if I want to know your real age, they will ask for your primary school leaving certificate. Because that is the data in that certificate will attest to your real age. So it is important. That's why they ask for it. I have mine. Now, secondary school, of course, it's an important certificate. So the reason the president left those columns unfilled with those certificates is what is making it a recurring decimal.
Right.
And you see, and it's a bad precedent, because if somebody wants to apply for something in Nigeria now, and that person does not feel it, that person can go to court that the president of this country did not feel it for the job, the biggest job in Nigeria. So that person may go to court. Maybe court may say, yes, that person is right. So it is a bad precedent. If the president had filled those columns, probably presented the certificate, all these ones will have gone to rest. But the president makes it a recurring decimal. That is that. Then, number two, the president make a pronouncement when the bishops of a Catholic church went to him. He said anybody who wanted to take power from him will wrestle with him. Yeah. So he has seen this. He has presented this contest as kind of wrestling. Yeah. And I Femi Olukunle, I hate wrestling with passion, because even when you bite your opponent in wrestling, it is allowed. When you take chair and you smash the head of your opponent, it's allowed. And I
isn't that a figurative expression though? That, I mean, you want to wrestle, not
a dangerous figurative expression. Yeah. Is not good from the president, because people will make reference to it, right. Just like I'm doing.
Right. Okay. Let's take this break now. When we get back, we'll move away from that piece of called campaigns opening today. Of course, we'll still be talking about it because we're already in the season of election. After this break, we'll continue the conversation on Papers Review. To stay with us.
Happiness is a choice that we want you to make always. Choose to be happy. Choose 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Okay, now my Maggie make it right. Come with peace, oh. Oh, no, come at all, oh, before. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together. Start your day and have a good time. 𝐃𝐈𝐒, even when you need to clear your eyes. 𝐃𝐈𝐒, and when you need to have the break time. 𝐃𝐈𝐒, if not tea, Papa Garita. 𝐃𝐈𝐒.
Good time moments with 𝐃𝐈𝐒.
𝐃𝐈𝐒.
I am Malario, the king of malaria parasites. My mission is simple: to take over your body, to cause fever, chills, headache. But one thing stands in my way. Come on.
Effective relief from malaria. Comal on malaria gone. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult doctor.
èèmọ̀ lóko tó pẹ́ bẹ́ àdìo tá ń làwọn màálù tí ń rìn káàkiri láì lóríṣìí yìí níbi ayé lajúdé yìí káwọn kan tó máa da màálù káàkiri ìgboro kó màálù wọnú oko olóko ẹ̀ ń bá ní nǹkan ọ̀sìn ewúrẹ́ tẹ ìdórí màálù ó wá bìkan ṣe lọ́jọ́ kí wọ́n yé rìn káàkiri ìgboro ó ti dòfin o ó ti dìwà ọ̀daràn àti màálù àtẹni ní màálù ni wọ́n jọ jó làǹbà lábẹ́ òfin àjọ tí ń rí sí ìbọ̀wọ̀ fún òfin ohun ìmúlò òfin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ State Rule of Law Enforcement Authority ló ń ké tantan o àtàtẹ̀yàn tá a wí lọ́rọ̀ tí ò gbọ́ ń bọ̀ wá figbá kéré mú mi kíkan ẹ̀yẹ dàmàálù kágboro nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Ibadan, Ọ̀nàdún ready, Amala Fest 2026 don show. Make we gather, show and celebrate for the second edition of Amala Fest. 32 FM Feyinye, they invite you to the biggest food Amala festival, Amala Fest 2026. How you take one time, correct black Amala with white Amala, ewedu gbegiri. Come join am with better okra soup, 𝐵𝐹 roll, meat, pomo, fish, bokoto, and many more. Plus, edu wey go make you shake body, forget your worry. You fit also partake for competitions like chop hot Amala, chop Amala with rush roll, plus finish a mountain of Amala. You sef, come show your talent if you know say you sabi the thing. Amala go full ground from vendors like Bibi Alamala, 𝐻𝐈𝐒 Alamala from Gbarimu, 𝐻𝐻 Alamala Adeoyo. Venue na Recreation Club opposite Adamasingba, Ibadan for Saturday, August 29. To buy your ticket, rush come Latter House, Premier Eve, Mokola, Ibadan for just 3K. Or make you tolontolo us for 0806 218 5194. 32 FM Amala Fest 2026. Proudly sponsored by Regal and Maggie. Me and Maggie, we dear Kulele together.
Hey, who dey breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for Tom Tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom Tom, breathe through it. I say, who dey breathe?
Now everybody wey carry tom tom.
Whether na traffic, long queue or busy day.
No lele.
Ask for Tom Tom at your neighborhood store today. Tom Tom, breathe through it.
Home is where we find comfort in hearts that love that's shared.
Shared meals like delicious jollof and chicken.
Made with hunger. Home is hearts and bellies filled with sizzling chicken stew, 𝐒𝐻𝐿, jollof rice, a soup, proper banga and starch with fresh fish made with hunger.
That's why we say, let's go home. There's food at home.
Enjoy the taste of home with the newly improved 𝐒𝐻𝐿 Chicken Flavor Cube.
The taste of home.
We've come a long way. It's 25 years of possibilities. Staying connected for 25 years, we kept believing. And all the milestones we reached together, it's really amazing. It's really amazing, yo, yo, yo. So we celebrate, we jubilate, come jollificate. MTN is 25 years old.
For 25 years, we've seen hustle become success, dreams become reality, and strangers become family. Truly, we've come a long way together. Cheers to the next.
Life no dey stand for one place sake of say person get headache, backache, muscle ache, menstrual pain or toothache. That's na why millions of people dem trust Panadol Extra. Dem don prove in combination for clinic saying dey give extra relief for pain wey tough. If e no be Panadol, e no fit be like Panadol. Make you always dey read the label before una use am. If the symptoms no comot after 3 days, abeg go see your doctor or physician.
Some days don't stop. Between the morning rush and endless meetings, finding a moment for yourself feels impossible. When that moment comes, make it count with Cadbury Hot Chocolates. Creamy chocolatey, made with real cocoa and milk. Just add hot water.
Enjoy Cadbury Hot Chocolate at 350 Naira only. Cadbury Hot Chocolate, the treat you deserve.
Over the air or over the counter, we're the best medicine you can get.
32 FM 94.9.
This is your laughter station, 32 FM 94.9, broadcasting live from Laughter House, Premier Hill, Mokola here in Ibadan. 6 minutes past 7 o'clock. We're taking a look at the stories making headlines across the dailies. We have Mr. Femi Olukunle, our analyst, helping us break down those issues beyond the headlines. We're live on Facebook, by the way, 32 FM 949 Fenye. So, Mr. Olukunle, let's leave peace accord and campaigns. Of course, we'll still continue to talk about it till the 2027 election. Let's go to the Minister of the FCT, former River State Governor Nyesom Wike. He's been speaking about different issues across the nation and also gave his 2 cents on the Osun State election. He said he could have helped President Tinubu secure victory if the president had wanted to win the election at all cost. Wike, of course, remains a member of the PDP. Said Tinubu deliberately allowed the election to take place without deploying the influence of the federal government to sway the outcome in favor of the APC. So let me quote what he said. He said, if the president had wanted to win the Osun election at all costs, I would have been there and we would have won it. There's nothing the governor can do. Of course, Governor Adeleke contested the election on the platform of Accord. He was declared winner, winning 19 out of the 30 local government areas, 511,067 votes to beat his closest challenger, Bola Iyebamiji, secured 444,815 votes. This is Wike saying, if we actually wanted to win this, we would have won it if I was there.
What Wike said reminds me of a passage in the Bible that says, out of the abundance of the heart speaketh the mouth. So with the tone of expression by Wike, you know the kind of person he is. The person inside that clay that all of us see, that we call Wike, the inner man, we can see the kind of person he is. He said if the president had wanted it at all costs,
that he would have gotten it.
He would have gotten it, and there is nothing the governor can do. Yeah. So we see that Wike, I am tempted to say that he's not a gentleman, honestly, because a gentleman will not even speak like that. This is one of those things we call hate speech. You see, roughening the weather, the feathers, and then disturbing the face of the waters. Yeah. That is what he's doing. That the president will have taken it at all costs if he wanted to. How will it have taken it at all costs? Using the instrumentality of the state, the security architecture of the state. And when just like I said yesterday, when people start talking about federal might means cheating. It means irregularity. It means taking what doesn't belong to you. It means misusing the police, the military, and the rest of them. That's what they call federal might.
But Mr. Olukunle, sorry to come in here, because even Governor Adeleke, thanked the president for allowing democracy to thrive. Doesn't this lend credence to what Wike said, that if the president had not allowed a level playing field, if he actually wanted that election at all cost,
you go to the turf, go and play, and let us see the winner. That is what a Democrat is expected to do, and that was what the president did. But for Wike to be saying that if he wanted it at all costs, he would have gotten it. Yes. So it shows, it tells the kind of person Wike is.
And he also said that if the president actually wanted Osun, that he would have sent him there and he would have won the election. So is he saying that he has more electoral value, more weight than was it 16 governors or 17 governors that traveled down to Osun? He said, I would have been there and would have won it.
Wike is not more than...
I don't know if you saw the video yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Wike is not more than the 13 or 16 governors that went.
Yes.
He is not more than the 30 commissioners of police that manned each local government. He is not more than the DIG. It's not more than the civil defense, immigrations, and DSS, all of them. Wike is not more than all of them. He's not wiser than all of them. But he's making an attestation to the kind of person he is, that he is a tough person. So he alone cannot upturn everything. It's not possible. And for him to say that he's going to cow Osun voters, I think that is somebody that is daydreaming.
Perhaps he's speaking to his, political strength.
He has no political strength.
He's a two-time governor, Mr. Olukunle.
Wike has no political strength. I am telling you.
Right.
But he plays his own politics like a kind of Bolekaja politics.
Yeah.
That I will coerce you. And Wike was able to coerce people in Rivers State because he enjoyed the patronage of the president. Because if the president did not make him minister, all those paraphernalia of office that he used would not be there for him. So he was making Wike makes he meets the press on monthly basis. On what pedestal would he have been doing it if he were not a minister? So you see, he is living in the shadows of the president, and I don't blame him, because he has to polish the image of the president very well, so that probably he may come back in during the second term if the president wins. And for now, he's taking care of his pot of soup. Right. So that is just it. But for him to say that he's wiser than all the people that went to Osun, or that he will cow the Osun electorate, it's a lie.
And then he said that there was no federal might used in Osun, that when you see the force and might of the federal government, you would know. So looking at all the issues that played out pre-election and after the election, can we actually say, because from Wike's argument that there was actually no federal might, that when you see federal might or federal influence, you would know how the election turned out.
There was. It's only that the president is very, very, very sensitive and is wise. Because there is no might that is greater than the anger of the people. I said it here the other time that hunger is pregnant, and the baby that is inside the tummy of hunger is anger. So people of Osun who kept vigil, and when those people that came to midwife the vote for APC, when they were leaving around 2 a.m., when they had seen the results, people were still alive. They were shouting on them as they were driving away. So for one Wike to say that he was going to unilaterally make the entire state to bow down, it is I think it's just
he said that if we wanted to, I would have been there and we would have won it. That's what he said.
I think he's daydreaming. I think that is daydreaming.
Okay.
It's a tall dream, and he wished it, but in fact, I'm not happy that president did not allow him to go there.
Okay, he should have allowed.
He should have gone there.
That speaks to. He said that speaks to the fact that the president didn't actually want it, because if he actually wanted it, 𝐼𝐒𝐿 would have been there. He would have sent me there.
President is not a failure. He wanted it. It's only that president bowed to the wishes of the people as a Democrat.
All right, so let's quickly touch on this one. The Federal Consumer Protection Council says preliminary findings from their investigation into Nigeria's cement industry have raised concern over possible price manipulation and other anti-competitive prices. The findings are contained in a 40-page field report produced by the Commission's Anti-Competitive Practice Department following a 3-month cross-border assessment of cement market. In fact, the results were so detailed to the extent that it said Nigerians are paying way more than fellow African countries for cement prices. I mean, we're talking about cement now. You imagine the kind of manipulation and anti-competitive prices that are also going on in other sectors as well. So they talk about, the high retail price of this cement, substantial domestic production capacity, and reported excess installed capacity as well. Is this the FCCPC waking up to its responsibility? Because they are supposed to be protecting us and ensuring fair play in whatever has been declared a free market.
FCCPC is a pastor or an imam, and we don't need it to be a pastor or an imam. We don't need it to sermonize to us. So if you say that it's just waking up, it's not waking up. It's not waking up at all. It's not expected to be telling us what we know. We need it to do something that we want it to do by bringing down those prices. And let me tell you, the prices in Nigeria will not come down. The reason is this: if we don't conquer corruption in this country, prices will not come down, because they are comparing the prices of cement and other things to what obtains in neighboring countries here, because those ones have captured corruption to a reasonable degree. Look at the chain through which a bag of cement will pass through before getting to consumers. Look at the number of people that will take, just give it to me, give it to me. So as long as these people in between keep asking for money, look at what Dangote said, that on every bag of cement, this is a profit that that a bag of cement is very, very exorbitant. It's not his problem, but the problem of those who take what in between. So as long as people are collecting illegal monies and taxes, and the taxes are very, very high, prices of cement and other goods will continue to be high in the country.
All right, 0906 2949, 0705 5949, 009 7949. Those are the numbers to call to be a part of the conversation this morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Ade from UI.
Welcome.
Well, on the issue of statements stated to Wiki, I want to disagree with him. And saying if you were in Oshun, if the Kenyan would have won Oshun for Tinubu, if Tinubu, the owner of Oshun says in the first place. All the past, it was difficult because all the statements by the video had earlier made, written letter to the Macron and United Nations, that was what scared the president from that Oshun election. Is there any difference between Wiki and Okebolo? Let me see how Okebolo's boys were attacking, insulting the governor on the eve or on the day of the election day. Is that not enough reason for? And that election not released already. In the past, when the social media was not this rap at that time. As you are doing now, people are shining to the whole world and to be against the incumbent president. More than the when we have the police of the world, Donald Trump, in charge. Nobody can do such. That's the best of the day.
All right, 0906 2949, 0809 7949, 0705 5949. Hello, good morning.
Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning, sir.
is I want to say something with regard to what Wike said. He has commended Atiku disposition to the Oyo election. That's one. And I will recommend a book to you. We call it The Prince, Machiavelli. The idea that Wike wants to adopt in fighting for APC in Osun, if he had been engaged by Batinubu, it could have happened, it could have worked out. Young leader book, Prince by Machiavelli. The best side that Tinubu took was that of the heart of war, that Sun. You know, that is comparison between the negative and the positive. But Tinubu has been positive. And don't misrepresent this man. Sometimes when we talk about him, forget about the power. You know? And I will tell you, with regard to the invitation they gave him to come for the peace accord, a president attack is always the best, you know, defense. He cannot commit himself. If any of these people like Atiku, Peter Obi, if it is the hand they bring out, he himself will respond. So he has done very good things by being neutral.
Okay.
It's not every committee should be present. Please, let's be very soft on this man.
All right. Thank you.
Let's encourage him. Thank you.
Thank you. 0906 200949 0705 500949. Hello. All right. 0705 500949 009 7949 0705 500949 0906 200949. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Prince Bumiadefusi calling from Apata. I greet the brilliant analyst.
Welcome.
Who is deceiving Wiki that Mr. President will not love to win Osun State? He tried every means to claim that seat, but it was aborted due to the love and will of the people in that state. Wiki thought Osun State is a river state whereby he will command people and be behaving like a king. He said something that he will set a fire to Oyo State, that he's interested in the governorship election in Oyo State as well. He should go and sit down. We are not daft in the Southwest. That's my submission. Good morning.
Good morning. 0906 200949 009 7949. Facebook 32FM 949 FM. All right, let's read some comments now. Kedron Obatune says okay, let's take this first. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Calling from Apata.
Welcome.
I should let Wike know that Osun no be rivers, so Osun is not rivers. He pocketed Fubara so that he could not allow the guy to go for his second term ambition. Now you think you can do that in Oyo State? Of course, no. Nigerians are wise. Wike's presence, even if he's been allowed to go to Osun, I'm telling you, there is nothing he could ever do. There is nothing. And Wike's political weight is being diminished gradually. Let this time is the perfect gentleman, let this present regime, let the 4 years be over. And I'm telling you, UK will be nobody to reckon with. And lastly, on the issue of the jamboree that they had yesterday, the peace accord. I'm telling you, why is it that Mr. President asked to ask George Akume to come and represent him? Are we voting George Akume come next 2027 election? No, it's the president. So I think that what Mr. President has done is an insult to we Nigerians, and which must not be tolerated. Thank you very much, and God bless you, sir.
Right, thank you. 0906 200949. We can take one more. On Facebook, as I mentioned, Okedo Rabatune says, our democracy is growing gradually and the wishes of the people is being respected. Can the governors allow the wishes of the people to triumph in the local government election? Prices of goods can come down only if we are producing locally and the raw materials are available while the middlemen are eradicated. Wike is saying the obvious, but PBAT allow the wishes of the people to thrive. If Wike could have helped Tinubu to win Osun, this is from Omade Adekunle, by deploying political influence, then that is exactly what Nigerians should be worried about. Elections are not a war game where political everyone decide the winner. Let the people choose their leaders freely. Osun people have spoken and their mandate must be respected. This one, okay, let's take this. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Oh, All right. Ayo Olamide says the continued attacks on Nigerians show that insecurity is still a serious national problem. It is time for the government to stop making promises and take urgent action. Nigerians are tired of living in fear. We deserve peace, safety, and real result. Tuluwala Shia Datala says Wike should remember that Osun State is not Rivers, where he may have been able to manipulate political processes. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John Roger speaking from Abu.
Welcome.
As regards to the Wike, I think what Wike is reminding us about how we used to use federal power to change the people's choice. That's the message Wike is passing to us. We could remember that even when late President Buhari, former President Nate now, came to Osun to campaign, he said about the remote control that they used at that time. Yes. So that's what Wike is reminding us, that if truly they wanted to use force by every means, that the president will use it. But they...
All right. Oh, so unfortunately we lost connection with you. So we are wrapping up. Let me just read all of the comments I have here. Adeleke did not need federal might. He needed the people's mandate, and the people gave it to him. Elections should be about the will of the voters, not political godfathers boasting about their ability to influence or manipulate outcomes. Let democracy prevail. Rose Adeola says, good morning. As the 2027 campaigns begin, the Peace Pact is a welcome step. Nigerians have an election based on ideas, issues, and peace, not violent. Let peace lead and let the people choose. Samson Ademoagun says, good morning to you in the studio. Our politicians must stop the way they play politics of desperation in Nigeria and embrace politics that will bring positive changes in the country. Sulaiman Sharif says, good morning and kudos to everyone in the studio. Now the campaign is kicking off. It is natural during campaigns to disagree as opponent and advocate competing governing missions for our country, but we don't want hate speech, violence, misinformation, and hanky-panky propaganda. All in all, what we want is that political parties to compete on ideas, debate opposing views, and use campaign period to address issues of concern to Nigerians and avoid inflammatory statement. Balkis another one says, Wike needs to accept the truth. Osun is not part of River State, so he should stop disrespecting the mandate of the Osun electorate. Nigeria is a truly unique country where politicians have two opposing masters simultaneously and boast about using federal might against the will of the people. When will we start practicing real democracy instead of political gymnastics? Thank you, dear listener, for joining us on the program this morning. Don't forget, Papers Review comes your way every weekday, 6:30 to 7:30, and on Saturday, 6 to 7 a.m. Thank you, Mr. Olukunle, for your analysis this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Stay tuned to your laughter station, and Tsumba will be here in the next couple of minutes on the Smart Kids Show. My name is OLORUNTOBA. YUSUF. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday morning. Bye for now.